guess as you, and I know you can't watch film yet, but as you kind of look back on games, is that first half maybe one you kind of stitch in for your team to just sort of say, this is what we're capable of when we're locked in, when we're really clicking at both ends of the floor, this is what we can do to Big Ten teams?
Well, it's probably our best game, in terms of a half that we put together in the Big Ten. We had some earlier games this season when we started where we had halves where we were holding opponents to less than 20 points. But to do it against a Big Ten team, man, I thought our coverages, everybody was on par in terms of, how we went into the game with the plan. That was on both ends of the floor, but our defense was really, really good the first half.
Coach, what's the diagnosis on Rob Finney and sort of how does that look moving forward?
Don't know right now. He's got to be evaluated probably sometime tomorrow. And somehow we got to get Christian ready because he's not able to play either. That's why, he didn't play tonight, and so, we got to get one of them back. I don't know when, but, my theme has been all season is the next man up. We just got to mix and match based on who we got in uniform. It's kind of how I look at it.
Coach, is it fair to say Xavier's found more composure, kind of balancing playing fast, but also being a facilitator and playing within himself and more under control? And if that is correct, what has he done? Like, what's changed?
I just think the game is starting to slow down a little bit for him. Big Ten is a little bit different than the league he came out. Not that league is, not good. They got great players and coaches and teams in that league, but the Big Ten forces you to really think about what you're doing, especially at the point guard spot. And I think X is starting to slow down and see things ahead of him, and he's making guys a little bit better around him, which is kind of nice to see because that's, I've always thought point guards, that's their job and what they're supposed to do. So he's starting to get a little bit better in that area.
Dustin and Tyler?
Wanted to go back to what you said about Christian not being ready. Obviously, he's been dressing out. Is it still the lower leg thing? Is it physical that's holding him back right now?
Guys, it's strictly physicalness that's holding him back. He would have played tonight if I could have stuck him in there after Rob went down, but he can't play.
Tyler and Kevin?
You talked about how much you demand out of your point guards. How have you seen, I guess, Xavier just kind of grow in that role of being able to run a team and get guys in the right places?
Well, it's still work in progress, man, but he's gotten better. His last 3 ball games have been pretty positive and productive, and I just need him to continue to grow, man, because we're going to need him as we continue this journey in the Big Ten, man.
Kevin and Jim?
Yeah, Coach, first half you guys were really locked in, 3-point defense, 1 of 10, and then the second half they made a few. I don't know, curious maybe what changed in your mind with regards to that, and if that's something you want to look at going forward.
Well, I wasn't real happy about it. I don't think that they did anything differently from an offensive standpoint. They were still trying to execute just like they did the first half. I just thought the first half we were locked in. We had 3 to 4 times we had miscues on switches, and they made us pay for them. Again, you got to stay with the game plan for all the way through for 40. That's what you got to commit yourselves to for 40 minutes. And I thought we played 20 good minutes tonight.
Jim and George?
Mike, we talked about this team after big wins and then having to learn how to live with that success. How have you seen them grow in these last couple of games with that, and how do you expect them to respond to this game going on the road now?
Well, again, the road is what it is. We play in Maryland on the road. They're playing a lot better. I just thought yesterday's practice was a gut check practice. It was a practice that we really kind of went at it a little bit and worked on some things that I thought we needed to work on, preparing for this game. And now Penn State's behind us, and we got to get ready for from Maryland, which, like I said, they're playing great, man. And you're going to have to commit for 40. We'll put a game plan together, and we got to commit ourselves for 40 minutes to go down there and get a win. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but we're capable of winning on the road. We proved that in Nebraska.
George and Matt?
Woody, and you got to talk about this is by far the best three-point shooting of the entire season, 10 to 13, 76%. What changed tonight, or was just a case of just making the shots?
Well, again, I thought the ball movement was great the first half. When Trace was doubled, or Race kind of got doubled some, the ball was moving, and the defense really couldn't catch up, so we got good looks that way. And then we got some early in transition where we got stops and the ball came up, and we was able to get the quick, what we call quick strikes for threes. So, I mean, hey, I've never told us not to shoot threes. I mean, we got to shoot them when you're open. And I thought Parker and Miller and X, everybody who shot them, they were in tune and knocked them down. And we're going to need them to continue to do that because we need the three ball. Ain't no doubt about that. We can't go 4 for 17 like we did against Michigan.
And when Rob actually got hurt in the first half, I guess, what did you see on that play, and did he say anything as he was coming off?
I really didn't see the play. I just saw it when he came up, limping, and he wasn't really moving. So I figured he had done something. So again, I don't know. I got to go back in there and see what's going on, and I'm sure he'll be evaluated tomorrow.
Michael Durr didn't play at all tonight. Is there anything going on with him physically, or was it just coach's decision?
Coach's decision.